Nauryz, the arrival of spring and the new year. But Nauryz is more than just the start of a new year. It's a celebration of unity, renewal, and deep-rooted traditions. Today, we're going to explore three essential elements of Nauryz that bring communities together. It's food, craftsmanship, and the bond between nature and humans. Today, me, Aybarshin, and my colleague Asyel will be making a staple of every Nauryz celebration, Nauryz Kozhe, or Nauryz soup in English. Hopefully, you'll get inspired to make it yourself at home this holiday. Asyel, tell me, what do you know about Nauryz Kozhe?
Well, I don't know much because we didn't have a tradition to cook it at home, but what I know is that there are 7 ingredients. And it's interesting how the number 7 is very sacred in Kazakh culture. We have 7 days of celebration Nauryz, or 7 generations of ancestors that we need to remember. So that's only thing that I know is about 7 ingredients.
Yes, one of the key features of Nauryz Kozhe is that it's made from 7 ingredients. Here they are on our table. There is always meat. Kazakhs usually use horse meat. We also at home add kaza, which is horse meat sausages. Then there are several types of cereal. There is wheat, there is corn. I think this is rice. Yes, this is rice, and millet. Kazakhs also add something white, or in other words, a dairy product. It could be a katık or kurt, which is made from fermented milk. And the final ingredient is salt. Sometimes people consider water, which will be a soup, to be the 7th ingredient, but at my home personally we don't include it into 7 ingredients, but it changes from time to time, or from family to family.
Shall we start cooking?
Yes, I'm ready.
The first step in making Nauryz Kozhe is preparing the meat broth. To do that, boil the meat in around 2 liters of water for 2 to 3 hours until tender.
Now that we have boiled meat for 3.5 hours, we are ready to add other ingredients.
So, Aybarshin, when was the first time you remember trying Nauryz Kozhe?
Oh, I think it was back in my childhood.
Like 5 years old or 6 years old?
I think I consciously remember it like maybe 7 or 8. And I don't think I actually enjoyed it back then.
Really? Why?
I don't really like soups, and I don't really like cereal in soups.
I see. Like
Maybe
many kids do.
Yeah, but as I grew up, I think I started to enjoy it more. And I think now I have this strong association of Nauryz Kozhe with family, with family values, and with celebration.
And I think Nauryz Kozhe is a dish that's served for family. It's not that you cook it for yourself, usually in our tradition. But honestly, you can cook it for yourself and eat it yourself. Nothing shameful about that.
Yeah, it's very nourishing.
Yeah.
So let's wait for another 20 minutes until it's all cooked.
Now that the soup is ready, we'll chop some meat and add dairy to enhance its taste.
So how do you celebrate Nauryz yourself, Aybarshin?
At home, well, it's usually about gathering your relatives.
Right.
And we always do cook actually Nauryz Kozhe.
Oh, really? Wow,
Yeah,
that's nice.
Always, yeah.
Because we don't cook.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
think that's because we are from different regions, maybe.
I guess so.
You are from the
northern part.
of Kazakhstan, and I'm from south.
Yes.
So we have
But
more
I
traditions.
know families from the north who celebrated Nauryz, who cooked Kozhe. I think it just depends on families. Maybe it doesn't depend on the region itself, but on the family and traditions within the families.
Yeah, probably you're right. And do you enjoy actually the holidays?
Yes, I do. And I love this, because it's usually also tied with a spring equinox. I mean, Nauryz happens on 21st of March. And I believe in this, balance of sun and moon and all this stuff. So I actually like Nauryz and the atmosphere it brings and the feeling it brings, of renewal not only about nature, but also about some human renewal.
Well, I enjoy the long holidays.
Yes,
For sure.
Me too, me too.
So the final touch is adding, as I said, something white, which is fermented milk products, to your Nauryz Kozhe. And it's ready. So I said, how was cooking Nauryz Kozhe for you?
Well, it wasn't as difficult as I imagined, because I always thought like Nauryz Kozhe is such a, so many things to remember in mind, so many ingredients, but it turned out to be not that complicated process.
Not so many ingredients as it's expected, yeah.
Except the horse meat that you need to cook for 3.5 hours, right?
Yeah, that can take a little long. Let's taste this. I love it.
Let me taste it. I want to take some cereals. Yeah.
Nice.
It is so nice. I love it.
Hopefully you'll try to make Nauryz Kozhe at home now.
Aspolson.
Nauryz isn't just about food, it's also time to remember our cultural traditions. One of the oldest traditions of Kazakh people is eagle hunting. It's been practiced for centuries, and now, on my hand, you see a magnificent golden eagle. We met with two Berkutche eagle hunters who haven't only embraced this tradition for the joy it brings, but have also mastered eagle training.
I've always been passionate about hunting. I used to go out with a gun and a dog, but over time I met this friend of mine who is an eagle hunter. I was fascinated by the bird he carried and asked if I could learn. He gave me a bird, and together with Yerlan Kenjitayev from Astana, we started hunting with eagles and dogs since 2018. Now, thank God, we compete in many tournaments and have won several awards. We start training the bird from the time it's a chick, building a bond through daily interaction, feeding and handling. Before winter, we condition it much like an athlete, helping it shed excess weight and build endurance. Training begins a month before competitions, with daily flights to refine its skills. The process starts in August, though controlling the bird in the heat can be challenging.
It's an incredible privilege to hold one of these birds, and it's quite heavy, weighing around 5 to 8 kilograms. It's capable of catching animals many times its own size.
Not everyone can handle an eagle. You have to be patient. If you don't have certain strength in your heart, it will be very difficult to deal with an eagle. An eagle is a bird of character. It also needs character. It needs discipline. You can also learn from these birds. If you anger them, they won't give you a second glance. It's a mutual exchange. The bird teaches you, and you teach the bird. In the process, the one who trains an eagle becomes a person of character.
Hunting with eagles and Kazakh dog breed Taze goes hand in hand. These beautiful dogs also require special training and care.
The Kazakh Taze is our go-to hunting dog for the plains. It's a gentle yet highly adapted hunting breed. Out of 10 greyhound puppies, only one will have the endurance to become a true runner. From a young age, we train them by having them chase rabbits while riding on horseback. We also have the Russian Laika, a strong breed suited for hunting in forests. Another breed, the English Greyhound, is a flat-footed dog built for speed on open terrain.
Among the many crafts passed down through generations, rug making has always held a special place in Kazakh people's hearts. We spoke with several respected elder women from South Kazakhstan who have been weaving rugs for generations, preserving these age-old techniques and cultural traditions.
My mother taught me how to weave carpets. I learned it on my own without her teaching me. As a child, I would sit beside her while she worked, and the moment she got up, I would take her place and pick up from where she left. For example, this is the prayer rug we made. The edge of the prayer rug has ram's horns. This pattern could also be found on other rugs. It was believed to bring wealth and strength. This one here is called a tumarsha. Kazakh people use talismans like this to protect against the evil eye and harmful words.
I started weaving when I was in the 5th or 6th grade. But I remember when the crisis hit, we stopped making carpets. It wasn't until last year that we started again. Back then, we didn't weave carpets to sell. They were made to decorate our homes. Instead of laying them on the floor, we hung them on the walls. Every girl had to have carpets to take with her when she married as part of the dowry. It would have been shameful not to include at least 1 or 2.
My mother was a carpet weaver and she taught me the craft. We started learning when we were around 11 or 12 years old. While we ran around playing, our older sisters would be weaving, and whenever they took a tea break, we would take their place and weave. I didn't work on the edges of the carpet, only in the middle, because only skilled craftswomen weave the middle. We use traditional patterns such as shatır tabak, samauran tabak, daira tabak.
Kazakh traditional rugs were not just practical necessities for nomadic life, but also works of art with designs that told stories of family lineage, cultural heritage, and deeply held values. In many societies, rug making has traditionally been a communal activity, strengthening bonds between women and families.
Nauryz kutlu olsun.